I'm Joe Pipor, lead systems designer on WildStar. I'm here with Instant Expert to help answer your questions on housing. People are really excited about getting different kinds of biomes to their homes. But obviously people want to change their actual environment. They want to have maybe they want snow or they want a desert. We do have plans to add this post-launch as part of a major update. So you can expect to see that feature coming online after we ship the game. So in a word, no. We're not looking at making the housing not instance, and I'll tell you why. Being an instance housing system allows us to really free our hands and let us do lots of crazy stuff. Being able to build as high as you can, being able to build as wide as you can right now, that's purely a result of our decision to allow players to have their own space where they're allowed to build. If we were to put houses next to each other, that becomes lots and lots and lots of dead space around these homes. Players that would want to walk around an open world and kind of see each other's homes we would either need to cut down the amount of stuff you can have in your house because you'd be drawing too much of it, or we'd need to just cut down the amount of space that you have around your house that houses would be closer together, or a combination of the two. In the end, the instance solution that we have right now for housing is the best one for solo player housing. That's not to say that we won't be introducing different types of housing in the future. It's a question of priority in terms of the artwork. There's lots of features we're bringing online for housing after launch, and whether or not we feel that bringing on Macari and Mordish housing is more important than, say, like a guild hall or something like some other larger housing feature, that's what we're kind of grappling with. So yes, you will absolutely see these houses post-launch, but I cannot say when. There are technical limitations for the amount of decor that we're allowed to place on a housing property. These are real physical items that need to be stored with positional information on the database server. As time marches on and we find ways to do this responsibly and increase these limits responsibly, we will be making those decisions. It's something we've been thinking about for a long time. Since the inception of the housing system, we've been talking about guild neighborhoods, and players who have decided to go through the database and look at some of our old files will probably find some references to some things we worked on in the past. The truth is we could have pushed something out the door. We could have, at launch, thrown in some kind of guild neighborhood system, but it would never have been what we wanted. It would never have been as powerful as what we want. It wouldn't have been as grand or epic in scope as what we'd like. You know, when we get guild neighborhoods in the game, we want it to be better than any other guild housing system available out there in any other online game. That's the goal of the system, right? And we want to make sure that it feels suitably epic for the amount of work that's going to have to go into creating these things. Because we're not just going to hand you a guild neighborhood. We don't hand you anything in WildStar. We try to keep that stuff, make it feel like it's worth earning. You know, so that's a big goal for us. And guild neighborhoods are going to be getting a very shiny AAA treatment from us. So Dave and Sandy, I apologize. We will not be looking to change the FabKit requirements in the near future. We like the way that FabKits fit into the economy of the game. We understand that they are sometimes frustrating when you want to slot in lots of different things, but the point is we want you to have to make decisions about how you configure your house when it comes to plugs, because they provide so much utility to players. We don't want them to be everything for everyone all the time. We want you to have to go bounce around your neighbor's homes if you want to get to a bank, or bounce over to that person's home that has a biome with a portal to the area that you want to go to. We want you to have to be a little more social and connect with each other more than just having access to everything on your property at any given time. So I will say that in the future we are looking to limit the restrictions that FabKits place on your inventory space. Right now FabKits are taking up a lot of space. We want to find ways to kind of get around that and mitigate that problem. Traditionally we think of war plots as our PvP housing, but this is an interesting idea that bears consideration if players are looking for a way to basically just kind of turn their home into a private deathmatch arena with no real rules or rewards or anything associated with it. I see no reason why we can't, in the future, look at acquiescing to that request, I suppose. Right now we do have two tiers of housing. We have our cozy homes and we have spacious homes, which are larger. Cozy homes are available at level 14. Spacious homes are available at level 36. We do intend to add another tier of homes available. At some point, I mean, who doesn't want to live in an extravagant mansion, right? But we have no firm announcement for when those will be coming online.